2019. This is an uncut video, so once I start this video, I don't stop. There's no editing, no stopping, and none of that. So I am ready. The last video was about 45 minutes. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's really up to the angels, my spiritual crew, to tell me like how long this video is going to go for. And so I'm really excited. Everyone, I just want you to take a deep breath, just kind of relax. Allow yourself to be open to the messages. Some stuff may reside with you, some stuff may not connect with you, and that's okay. Feel free to grab a paper and pen, take some notes down. It might be a long video, so I don't know if you're going to remember what part in the video where I said what. So, keep an eye on the time as well too. But I ask of you guys, just relax, be open, and we'll see if I connect with you in any way, okay? So before I begin any type of reading, whether it be in a group event or private session, I always like to start off with a prayer. And so I'm just going to be silent for a moment, and I'm going to ask if you have a prayer in mind that you'd like to start with as well. You can definitely invoke whatever it is of love and light to come through in this session and to give you the best messages for 2019, okay? So just give me a second. All right, so I'm going to ask the angels and my spiritual crew how they want me to start off with the reading. So whether it be one card for 1 month, 2 cards for 1 month, I'm not sure. They're going to guide me as I'm going through it. So this, again, is an uncut. This video is starting, so I can't stop it. I can't edit it. I'm going to do my best not to swear in it as well too, because I have the tendency to do that once in a blue moon, but I'll do my best. And let's get started. So I have 6 different decks out. So you guys can't see, but I have 6 different decks out, and they're double decks. So really I have 12 decks here today, and they are by Doreen Virtue. She's no longer doing the decks and card readings, and that's okay, but I still use her cards because I still love her angelic cards. And so I'm going to start with, let's find out what January is going to look like. And if I pull a card for January, they may actually ask me to elaborate a little bit more. I may have to pull a few more cards. So I'm just looking at my deck. You'll see me looking to the side. I'm just looking at my deck right now to see which one is calling for me. So I am going to pull, so just so you guys see, it's not edited. I don't make this stuff up. It's whatever is guided towards me. So I'm going to take a deep breath and just relax and allow my hands to guide me. Okay, so this card is, it's funny, it says spring, but it's actually January that we're inquiring about. So let's see, this might actually take us to spring. So they may actually do from now, winter until spring. And so the card here says 9 of spring, if you can see it. And here it says, protect the fruits of your labor. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservations. Okay, so in my head, I'm hearing them say count the ladybugs. So I am seeing that there is 1, 2, 3 ladybugs. So they're actually telling me this is going to go for January, February, March. It makes sense. I kept hearing this card's going to take you to spring. So this card is going to go for January, February, March. So they want me to do, I guess, for season up until spring. So from winter to spring, let's see what the angels have to say. Okay, so give me just 1 second. So I'm hearing there's going to be a lot of changes that are going to be happening. I'm seeing quite a bit of changes actually, and I know this is common for a lot of people who start working out in January, start their New Year's resolution in terms of working out. But I'm actually seeing a lot of weight loss, believe it or not, happening in January to spring. A lot of people actually losing weight. I feel like this is the year where people are like, that's it. I'm going to follow through with my New Year's resolution. I am going to start changing my diet. I keep hearing keto diet, which is pretty amazing. For those of you who have been guided to do the keto diet and you feel this connects with you, this is probably your message, your sign in terms of that's it. Just get it started. I know how it is to lose weight. I've lost over 100 pounds. And, if you look back at old videos, you probably won't see it on my YouTube channel because it's fairly new. But if you go to my Facebook page, welcome angels 444, and you look back at old videos, you will see I was much heavier. So I completely understand in terms of following your New Year's resolution or following any type of resolution and sticking to it. And I completely understand, but they are telling me that this is the year where a lot of people are literally physically releasing the old and welcoming in the new. And you know, we lose weight. And just to remind people as well, I'm not trying to encourage you because weight will make you a better person or more spiritually inclined or anything like that. If you are being called to lose weight, to feel healthier, to feel better about yourself, then this message is for you. Now is the time to follow through with your resolutions of, doesn't matter what year, doesn't matter if you've been trying forever. I've been on thousands of diets before I've lost this weight. And so sometimes it takes people a long time until they get it, and sometimes they get it for a period and then they fall back off. But the whole purpose of this is that you guys don't give up on yourself. You do continue to try. You know, there are a lot of support groups out there as well too. There's a lot of fitness programs that offer personal training or group support. There's a lot of people who've been through what you guys are going through, for those who are struggling, that you can connect with, and they'll be happy to work with you. But no, the important thing is that you don't give up on yourself. You find value in your worth. You find value in who you are as a person. You understand that this is the time, this is the year that I'm going to make the changes. And I know how scary it is because, again, I have been there. I've changed so much in my life, so I can relate to a lot of different things. But understand that this is the time. If you're feeling like, whether it be, so I'm smelling smoke right now too, so they're telling me a lot of people are going to be quitting smoking as well too. Amazing, bravo. I used to smoke too, so I get it in terms of like quitting smoking, how difficult it can be. But when you start taking better care of your health, I am telling you, the unlimited possibilities of like peace, abundance, joy, things that you wouldn't imagine come to you when you feel better. And I always explain to people that like attracts like. If your aura, your energy is vibrating higher, you will attract higher vibrating people, situations, circumstances. And that's why I always say that if you feel like your weight is bogging you down, is making you feel depressed or sad, you know, make sure that you do things to try to get yourself out of that funk. And it may not even be losing the weight. It could be speaking to a therapist or a specialist. And I always am the type to say, speak to someone, a life coach, you know, a psychic medium like me. I motivate a lot of people daily. You got to find who you connect with, who you resonate with, and then with that information, you go full force and you take the proper steps to better your life, better who you are as a person, okay? So they're showing me that this winter is about making some really big life changes. They're actually showing me too that there's going to be some people who are going to be refinancing their mortgage. And they're showing me like a big lump sum of money is going to go into a mortgage. So whether it be like some debt that you might have, car debt or a line of credit, turning into a mortgage. And they're showing me that that's going to provide a lot of peace and within you and the family. And so they are saying that if you are feeling like you have to get rid of some debt, because they're showing me like a lot of physical stuff leaving, they are showing me that winter to spring, this is the time frame for us to make those changes. And I know how scary it is, guys, but you know, there's professionals in everything and everywhere out there. And if you know of someone, if you don't, Google. Everything's on Google, everything's on YouTube nowadays. You can find the resources. You're never alone. And I don't claim that I'm a professional in everything. I'm really good at doing readings and about spiritualism, but that's my specialty. But when it comes to different things, you better believe I reach out to other people, other professionals in order to help me, because obviously we don't know everything. We're not trained and educated. We don't have experience in all areas in this world, in this life experiences. So please make sure that if you find that you're struggling with some information or making some serious life changes, reach out. Okay, so that's what this card is telling me. So the angels want me to work into, that's what from winter is going to look like till spring. So I'm going to pull another card. Okay, this deck is calling me. So I have this deck here. Don't ask me the name of my decks. I've had them forever, and I don't memorize deck names. It's hard for me to even memorize anything nowadays. I remember being a kid, it was so easy to memorize stuff. When you get older, it's like so difficult, and I know a lot of you can relate with me. Okay, so they're just telling me to kind of shuffle these cards. I'm going to be guided to stop when they tell me to stop. I'm hearing stop, and they're just asking me to split from in the middle, and this card is calling me here, and I'll just show you what this card looks like. Okay, let's see what this card says. Helper of thought, your life is about to start moving very fast. Events that seem to be on hold suddenly require all your attention. There is no time to sit and ponder. You gotta get moving. Everything that we were just talking about. Review the details as best as you can. You know you will meet or are someone with a very quick mind who instantly grasps what to do. This person is both confident and courageous. Holy moly. It's almost like they're saying everything that I was saying in terms of finding the right person who can grasp what to do, can help you, can get things moving. You know, for a long time, I had to, I had to work with a personal trainer to help me lose weight, because I'll be honest with you guys, I struggle with getting motivated to exercise and work out. Yeah, I can walk and do the basics, but when it comes to hardcore, like pushing your body to the extreme, I just don't have that in me. I'd rather meditate and be at peace, and I'd rather just, relax. Or do yoga, something very gentle. That's how I am. So yeah, I reached out to a personal trainer who would help me. Like I'm just trying to explain to you all, find out where your struggles are and find a professional or friend or family member who can help and assist you along the way. And that's what this card is pretty much saying is, the spring, you're going to still need a little bit of help. So keep with it. Sometimes we get into that slump of, I just need assistance for 3 months, or I just need assistance for a couple weeks. Listen to your soul, listen to your body. Even financially, I know it's hard too if you got to hire someone as well too, but listen to yourself. You are worth investing in. You are worth investing in yourself. And I always try to motivate my clients that, you know what, if you're not healthy, you can't take care of anyone. And when you leave this earth, you're leaving this earth with you yourself. That's it. So it is important that you invest in yourself and you take the time to really put the energy, effort, if it's, investing in yourself financially too. If you have to, you have to do it. And if you don't know how to find the income to come in, ask God, just put it out there and say, I need this. I need help. I feel like this is going to help me, and leave it in God's hands. Pray. If you guys have seen my last 2008 video reading, I put a video on there. I talked about a wish box, okay? And I actually just posted a video on YouTube of a wish box. If you want to know how to bring in wishes, that's a great way to manifest. The universe is always connecting to everything, every thought, every feeling, everything that we put out there, universe connects with it. So if you're really passionate about, I'm going to get this job, or I'm going to meet this person who's going to make my dreams come true, you really want to manifest on it. And the wish box video that I did might be a good one for you to take a look at it as well too. But if you're looking for a particular type of money or certain amount of money to help you get through, whether paying your bills or purchasing a certain vehicle or a down payment towards a home, take a look at my manifesting with the universal check video. I put a YouTube video out as well too, and that you guys can get an idea of how to do that. I won't get into the whole thing of it now, but that may be something that you may want to consider. But they're saying like this is the year to get your butt up and start moving. Okay, so that's what I feel. I'm also hearing for spring, and this is common in spring as well too. A lot of people are going to be purchasing homes. I see a lot of I'm actually seeing like a lot of tear-me-downs, so I'm seeing people who are investing in properties who are like either full renovation or full tear down, and I'm seeing property going up. So they're showing me that it's going to go up. That could also mean too, maybe purchasing like a condo that is still like you're going to purchase it and then it's getting built, and so you have to wait for it. But I'm seeing a lot of that happening in April. I'm seeing the word April, and they're showing me a lot of that is going to start in April, but a lot of changes are going to be happening in April as well. So I feel like January, and then it's going to kind of trickle down a little bit till March, and then I see April, it's going to be full blown again, where things are going to get moving again, and we're going to need a little bit more motivation in April again. So if you're feeling down or out, make sure you connect with the right people who can help you as well, okay? Or do what you're used to doing to help motivate yourself, or get you out of the slumps, okay? So that's what I'm feeling. April, they're showing me for April, but they're showing me up till April. So they're not showing me April, May, June. So let me see if they're going to tell me anything else. This deck is calling me. Okay, oh, this one is kind of like popping out. So they're saying, pick me, pick me. Okay, so I'll just show you this card. And this card says, reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from the situation, sadness that heals with time. And so I just want to put this out there because it's happened with me. It happens with a lot of my clients. As you start changing who you are, you vibrate at a different level. So if you change, for example, positive, and you start resonating more in a positive vibration, you will attract positive people to come to you. And so the old part of you is going to be kind of like left behind, which means you could be leaving behind some certain friends or family members or situations. And they may struggle with you ascending and moving forward. And so I always try to explain to people that it's hard to say goodbye to people. It's hard to let the old go. But sometimes the old has to go in order to welcome in the new. So I just want to remind you guys, as you ascend, as you get a higher vibration, you will welcome in different energy, different, more positive energy. And it may be hard for you to say goodbye to certain people, but it's part of your life lesson. It's part of you growing and evolving. And so again, if you're struggling with it, make sure you speak to somebody about it as well too, okay? That goes for the same for negative. So let's say you're like taking what I'm saying, like, I don't care, I'm going to do what I do. And then let's say you start getting involved in things that lower your vibration. Example, you're smoking a lot more than you used to, or you're doing drugs, or you're drinking more alcohol, or you're just develop an addiction. You will attract the energy that you're putting out there, okay? And I explain this with a lot of my clients. That's why I always recommend, to try to be cognitive. Trust me, I would love to have a drink of alcohol. I would love to smoke. I've even cut out coffee. I've had to make a lot of changes so that I'm up here, so that when clients come in, they can feel my energy. They feel good with me. They feel like, it's different after they leave, but it takes a lot of work in my end to make sure that I'm resonating high so I can be the best spiritual advisor for whomever. And so you'll know like attracts like. And just a reminder that you can take this information, do what you please with it, but understand now that you're aware of what I'm saying and you have an understanding of it, you will start recognizing patterns in your life. Okay, and if you haven't, then the patterns will keep continuing until you get the lesson. Okay, so that's what they're showing me. As we're moving forward into the spring, a lot of us are going to be feeling like relationships have changed, saying goodbye to old homes, maybe homes that we've grown up in, or maybe a departed loved one's home that we feel that we have to maybe sell so we can move forward in our life. There's a lot of that I see is going to be happening in the spring. Okay, I'm hearing for May now. They're telling me May. I actually just split the cards. Sorry, I'm so used to doing this without showing people. But this card is calling me, so I don't know what this card says. I'll just show you guys really quickly. This card says, focus on service. Your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continually feeds you, continually feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in the stream of giving and receiving in every situation and all that you do. Okay, so they want me to take a look deeply into this card. Don't ask, I'm just going to take a look. I'm seeing a lot of rainbow colors that are highlighting. And there's a unicorn that's on here. And what I see is the unicorn is a mystical animal, but they do say that unicorns did exist in one period of time, but they had to go into, they had to become invisible because people were hunting them for their horns. They were saying they had a magical energy in their horns. And so just like the fairies and all that, I won't get into everything because you guys are going to be like, this is too much information. I know a lot, but they're saying this is too much information, that the unicorns represent magic. And I am hearing that May is going to be a time of magic. I am seeing a lot of colors, which is showing me a lot of, I'm hearing early spring, so which is good. Hopefully we don't have that makes me feel like we're not going to have a late winter, but I'm seeing a lot of tulips popping up, and they're showing me a lot of color, a lot of greenery. I'm actually being told that from earth elementals that they want us to start protecting the environment. And with that being said, I keep hearing fertilizer, fertilizer, fertilizer. They're saying watch out with fertilizer that you're putting on your grass, any chemicals that you're putting on your lawn, in your plants. They're actually asking us to limit on the amount of chemicals that we're putting. I see on dirt. So they keep saying on dirt, on dirt, on dirt. They want us to be a little bit more. And they say that when you respect the environment, okay, that what happens is you actually bring in magical energy. So you have the environmental elements out there who you don't see that will work in favor and manifest magic with you and help you to manifest what it is that you're looking for in your life. So this happens to me. So I work out of my wellness center in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. And sometimes I walk into my unit. I swear to God, there's like garbage all in front of my unit. And I get frustrated, and I see there's all units around. I'm like, why me? Why is my unit the only unit that has like garbage just sitting in front? Well, it's because the fairies know and the elementals know that I will pick it up. So I grab my garbage every morning if it's there, and I clean up everything. And I actually hear them say thank you to me for cleaning up. So if you are noticing areas out in your lawn or in an area, or you're feeling compelled to clean up or help the city in any way to clean up, that's the environmentals telling you, hey, we'll work with you, we'll help you manifest as well too, but you got to work with us. And I could tell you countless amount of stories where I've seen them or I've heard them or I've worked with them, but that's maybe in another video. But they are showing me that this is going to be a time of honoring and respecting the earth, our planet, and they want you to listen to your intuition. If you're feeling like if you're a smoker and you just drop the cigarette butt and you're starting to feel like a gut feeling like this isn't right, that is them telling you clean up your act. And once you start honoring that, you will see positive changes. I promise you'll see positive changes when you start listening to your intuition in terms of respecting the environment. Okay, so that's what they're showing me. It's going on for May. I just heard June, July, so this next card I guess is going to represent June, July. Okay, ooh, they want me to pull my lovers cards. Okay, so here we are. Let me see. June, July. Isn't that the summer of love? Yeah, I think that's why they're telling me, but let's see. Okay, this card's calling me. Ooh, this is a good card. I'll just show you. Okay, this is finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. I know I said it was a good card, but I felt it as a good card. Let me just get them to help me to elaborate on that card as well too. Okay. I'm also hearing June, July, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to want to make some moves, some physical moves in terms of physical career or physical home. And there's going to be a lot of headbutting. So I'm almost feeling more with family members. So if you're living with a family member or husband or wife, I see a lot of headbutting in terms of like wanting to move out, and that finances are going to be a bit of an issue. That's probably why I've been telling you, why the elemental energies wanted me to tell you about May, about cleaning up the environment, because they know that there's going to be financial issues in the June, July, that they're saying, let's prevent these issues from occurring in June, July. And if you start getting things about cleaning up the environment, we can get to the finances and career card, which is June, July, and prevent a lot of like the stress that could come with that. So I get a lot of preventatives. When I read people, I can see pathways, and sometimes people think, oh, it's set in stone, it is what it is. No, nothing is set in stone. I've had the angels tell me specific things where I'm like, I don't want that. I'm not doing that. I don't care if that's what you see. I'm going to manifest or attract what it is that I want. So I make the changes in my life to better myself, to raise my vibration up, to make sure that I get to what it is that I want. So this is what I feel is going to happen in May. Really listen to your intuition. If you have bad feelings about doing certain things or being a negative person, May is a time to change it. And then I see you can actually avoid this financial career change issue card that is coming up for June, July. But again, write this stuff down. You're not going to remember. I got warnings for the last 2008 video. I wish I would have written down my own stuff, because in a certain month, exactly what it is that I said was going to happened to me, and I wish I would have listened. So this is where they're telling me, listen about May, really focus on May, lift your vibration up, take care of the environment, and then we can avoid these issues that I'm seeing are going to happen in June and July about financials. But there's always a way to change your path. There is. Trust me, there is. When I read people, I pick up on the energy that they're giving me at this moment. But my job is to be a motivator and educator. I'm a spiritual teacher, so I teach people on how to really change and view things in a different light. And so that's what I feel for you guys. Let's avoid this financial issue in June, July, and really focus on what's going to come for the fall. But they're also saying for me, yeah, I'm going to have to be mindful of June, July as well too. So I'm going to make a mental note on that June, July is going to be a financially tough month for me. Okay. I know the reason why, and so they're saying it's going to be a tough month for me as well too. So I am prepping now for when June, July comes, that I am I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be a bit prepared. So think about what I'm saying, and maybe you'll understand, or maybe this will connect with you and you'll find a way how to prepare now for June, July. Okay. August, September, they say August, September are going to be together. Well, they want me to pull the same deck as well. Actually, this card was just kind of lying on its own, so they want me to read this one. I didn't look at it, so take a look. This card, is calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So I've been reading people for like forever, for the longest time. And I always see patterns in like seasons of what happens. And maybe you've came to see me and I've said this for you as well, to you as well too, if you were looking for someone. What I usually see is in this summertime, I find people, especially men, I'm not sexist in any way, it's just how it's the pattern I've seen, will become single. They're more inclined to be single because they can go out, even women too, you go out, meet different people, you're feeling better about yourself. It's not till the fall time is when people start feeling, like I haven't met anybody in the summertime. I think it's time that I start really seriously looking. So you find more people logging in, and I could be wrong, but I haven't been wrong in this, but prove me wrong if I am wrong. But I find more people start really searching in September, October, because they want to start settling down in the winter time, because winter is boring. It's hard. Who the hell wants to go out and wants to, go to clubs and bars and meet people in the winter time? People want to start settling down by the winter time. So you'll see more people who want to be more serious. So if you are noticing this pattern that I'm saying, and you're like, holy cow, this is true. Like, I can't even believe Lucy has said this. This is the pattern I've recognized as well all my life. Then know that September comes. You'll probably have plenty of fish in the sea in September. So try not to stress so much in the summertime in terms of meeting someone. If you haven't met anyone in the summertime, I do see more people who are actually meet their soulmate this coming September into October. Okay, so I just want to let you guys know, September, October, more people are going to be connecting. It's common. It's showing me. I've always said this in readings as well too. September is the time of renewal. I almost feel like, yes, today's New Year's Day, and it's the time of starting the new year and releasing the old and doing your New Year's resolutions. Well, I always felt that September is the same thing. So, and a lot of you can relate with me as well too, because I've had a lot of you actually comment on that as well too. And feel free to comment in the descriptions below, in the comment section below. But if you feel like September is a new year for you as well too, then it is. So it's time to start fresh. So you may have to do your New Year's resolution again in September, and that's fine. Or you just have to have a boost in whatever it is in September. That's fine, because it is a calling for a new year. Okay, for September time, and that means new love as well. So yay! I hope you guys find your soulmate in the fall, and so that you do get cozy with them, maybe by a fire in the winter time. Okay, so that was September, October. They're saying November, December, January. November, December. Okay, the 2 months, they want that together. So I'm going to use this deck here. They want me to clear its energy a little bit. Just a second. Okay, so they want me to shuffle it. So we'll see when they tell me to stop. Sometimes you'll know when to stop shuffling if the cards get really heavy and they kind of like stick together. I'm not feeling that yet. Or for me, because I hear them, they say stop. Oh, these guys are making me really shuffle. Okay, this card's calling me here. This one here. Okay, so I'll show you guys. Let's see, passionate, adventurous, self-assured, restlessness. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence, thinking things through carefully. Ooh, this goes with calling in your soulmate, because what I'm seeing is a lot of you guys who are like have been single are going to find, like, you're gonna feel your soulmate coming in the fall, and they keep telling me in the fall. And they're showing me that a lot of you may feel eager to jump in and move in with them, or like want to be engaged, or want to just like quickly move forward, or commit that you guys are both like whatever, boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, like immediately. I'm actually being told you guys are going to want, even because when you find your soulmate, because I know I've dated many people before I met my husband, when you find your soulmate, you know it's your soulmate. And they are showing me that a lot of you are going to feel like, oh my God, like, where have you been? And they're going to feel the same way, where have you been? And you're going to just want to, let's just start to the next level. There's breaks showing me in my head right now. It's saying, hold on, okay? When you find your soulmate, it's a comforting feeling. It's a very loving, strong feeling. You get like those butterflies in your stomach every time. They're saying, please be very cautious with this. Your soulmate can come to you, but your soulmate can also come in your life and then leave at the same time too. So people feel like soulmates can come in your life and then be part of your life forever. I have seen soulmates come into people's lives and then leave. Okay, and I have also had experiences with clients or myself where someone feels like a soulmate and they're not, and then you find someone else who's like another soulmate for you as well. So you could have a few soulmates as well too. I won't get into the whole soulmate twin flame thing here today, but you can look into it a little bit further if you want to understand a little bit more about soulmates or twin flames. But they're showing me, don't push in the fall. Don't push in the fall, going into, because I feel like a lot of you will want to jump into the winter time and just kind of like be together all the time. There has to be balance as well too. Okay, so we want to make sure that the relationship between the two of you are not consuming all of your life. It's not interfering with work. It's not interfering with family. It's not interfering with friends. The person that you choose in your life has to complement your life. Okay, not complicate it, complement it. And so they're saying a lot of us are going to be tested. Those who are looking to date are going to be tested, especially around the fall time. So please, if you're single now and you remember this, write this down, not to rush. Your soulmate will make you feel like you need to move quick because you've been waiting for them for so long that they're finally here, that it just feels good. But we want to do this the right way. And they're saying in order to maintain the relationship, to take it easy. So they're saying you got to think things through carefully before you decide to jump into anything. Okay. They're telling me, so that was supposed to bring us up until winter, but I am hearing to end off. Let's pull one more card. This card deck is calling me. Okay, this one here. So I'm just going to kind of shuffle. Actually, this card is highlighting. That's what happens. The cards will like grab my attention and I'll ask, what are you saying? And they'll say, pick me, or this card. So this card's calling. I'll just show you quickly. So this card is saying, guardian of emotion. This situation requires emotional maturity and total trust. You're surrounded by those who only have the best of intentions, so you can rely on the advice you're given. Challenges will be resolved. This card also indicates a generous humanitarian and refined person whom you can completely depend on. This could be a reference to these characteristics within you. And so it's hard. Just going back into the love situation. I've been there, guys. I completely understand. I've read so many people that I see like similar situations, and I'm not claiming to be a love expert whatsoever. I've just read a lot of people, and so this card is saying, if you get enough people that tell you something's up with this person, like a lot, like I mean, like your friends are telling you, your family's telling you, your neighbors, whatever, coworkers, like this person's not good for you. You really want to go within, maybe meditate on it, or pray on it, and ask, what are people seeing that I am not seeing? Because again, there's that whole feeling of being rushed and feeling rushed to do stuff. I see this a lot of times. I've read people where I'm like, yeah, unfortunately, I don't see it for you too. I see this person is just really needing a place to stay and is really making you feel good. And sometimes I'm really uncomfortable telling people certain things, but the angels really push me in terms of say what you have to say. And I do say it, and people have free will, whether they want to listen to me or not. And so it has happened where I've told people things that they don't want to hear, and they haven't taken my advice or the advice of their angels, and they're messaging me after saying, oh my God, or crying or whatever, saying, I wish I would have listened, I can't believe, and what I do is just reiterate what everyone else has been kind of saying around you. And so when people come to see me and I'm like, well, you have this person saying this and this person saying this, and I'm saying, and I don't know who you are, I don't know you on that level as a friend or, a family member, and I'm saying the exact same thing. Now, it's up to you for you to see the truth. And I always tell people too that if you're struggling in a relationship of trying to understand the relationship or the person themselves, put it out there to God. Honestly, just put it out there to God and say, reveal the truth to me now. I have done where reveal the truth to me now, give me 2 weeks, reveal the truth to me. If nothing is revealed in the 2 weeks, then I would say, okay, maybe everything's okay. But if you start getting like gut feelings to look into this or to check this, or more people are coming to you within the 2 weeks, then that's something that you may want to be a little bit more mindful of. But again, you have free will. And again, I'm a woman of faith. I believe in miracles. I believe in prayer. I wouldn't have gotten through a lot of things in my life if I didn't pray and have a faith system. If you want the situation to get better, leave it in God's hands as well too. And you can say, God, help people to see what I see in this person or what I see in this relationship. Help them to be more understanding of why I am doing what I'm doing or being who I'm being with. Ask for assistance. There's various ways that you can go about this. But the one thing is, if you choose to be with someone in the fall time and you're feeling, oh my God, like they're my soulmate, we're moving in, or we're getting hitched or whatever, think it through carefully. That's all I'm asking for you guys, okay? It's coming through and I'm supposed to elaborate a little bit more on it, so that's why I'm just being a little bit more tough. But I want to thank you all for listening to today's video reading. I want to thank everyone who has been supporting me through the years. I know YouTube is fairly new. I know I need to do more videos because I keep getting people that ask me to do more and more videos. I will within time. To do videos, it takes a lot of work. For those who do YouTube videos, you know what I'm talking about. It's a lot of editing and whatnot. But I want to thank all my clients, everybody who's referred me, everyone who has supported me through my spiritual journey, and me being a teacher for the people who've come to me as students for my workshops and classes, for those who've come to my group mediumship events that I host periodically or private events that I've done. I want to thank you all for choosing me to be able to relay spiritual information to you or be able to connect with your departed loved ones. I love doing what I do for a living. I wouldn't have it any other way. And I'm very grateful. And I looked back, I'm just reminiscing today of how 2018 has been. 2018 has been a very full, successful year for me. And I'm very blessed and honored. And I only hope and wish the same for 2019 for myself and for all of you as well too. And remember, you're never alone. If you are feeling stuck or confused about a situation, you can always just pray on it. Ask God. You can connect with a spiritual advisor, connect with a therapist. You're never alone. And sometimes when you feel like you're alone, that's the hardest part, is to get out of that. So it's always best that You never allow yourself to get too far into feeling or thinking that way. I want to send you all much love and light. Happy New Year, 2019. We're here. It's going to be a great year, everyone. Wishing you all the best. Love and light sent to all. Bye.